The Love Talk Show on Liberty Radio. An ultimatum is someone's final demand, the last warning that one person gives to another regarding any kind of matter. For example, it's either them or me. This is what fashion model Gisele Bündchen seemed to do with her husband, Tom Brady. The player announced his retirement from American football last month after 22 years on the field. Soon after, celebrity websites claimed that the model would have leaned on her husband and given him the ultimatum, her or the sport. According to the American OK magazine, it seemed that the athlete had been undecided. She had been asking him to retire for 6 years. Almost daily, Tom would say one thing and then do another, said the anonymous source. The model had become increasingly irritated because Tom had little time for family. As a result, Gisele was always stuck at home taking care of everything. Brady had already publicly commented that he thought it was important to pay more attention to family. Therefore, Gisele may have been pivotal in the athlete's decision to end his career. The model had subsequently posted on her social media, "I know how excited you are about the next chapter of your life." Brady is Jack's father from a previous relationship. The model and the now former football player have been married for over 12 years and have 2 children, Benjamin and Vivian. Another athlete, Mauro Icardi, a footballer who plays for the French club Paris Saint-Germain, reportedly imposed 3 demands to keep his marriage with model Wanda Nara, who was in a back-and-forth mode with her accusations of betrayal. The first, the two should limit their use of social media and only post family content. The second, Wanda would have to end her activities as a digital influencer and simply take care of managing her husband's career. And the third was for Wanda to no longer use the couple's private plane without him. Together with these demands, Icardi has promised to behave well and be eternally faithful, as reported by a journalist who is close to the couple. This has appeared to have restored the couple's relationship thus far. The Argentinian striker and the model have been together since 2013 and have 2 daughters, Francesca and Isabella. Wanda Nara was already mother to Valentino and to twins Benedicto and Constantino from her previous marriage to footballer Maxi Lopez. Model and influencer Sofia Richie also ended her relationship after giving an ultimatum to Scott Disick. The businessman stated that his then-girlfriend had said, "You have to choose between me or Kourtney." Disick fathered 3 children with Kourtney Kardashian. His closeness to his ex bothered Sofia, who is 15 years younger than Disick. How do you know when the right time is to issue an ultimatum in the relationship? Does this right time exist? What do you do so as not to regret this later? Learn now about how to not place your relationship at risk.
Yes, you can see the celebrities. Oh, the celebrities. Always them, right? Not only them, because, we're not blaming the celebrities, but we can see that the celebrities, what they are leaving, unfortunately, is just a reflection of the reality of many people's house, many relationships. They are just reflecting a sad reality that is present in many people's life. Perhaps yours. So we're talking about when is it time for an ultimatum in your relationship. It's good to emphasize here, and like even try to put this next slide, because I wanted to make it clear for you now. Please do not confuse an ultimatum with giving up, right? An ultimatum is not you giving up on your relationship. Please, it's not that. We'll be talking more about it, but before, let's hear what people on the streets, they think about it.
When do you think an ultimatum is needed in a relationship?
I think it completely depends on the situation and what's happened.
It has to be really bad for it to get to the point where it's of no return. I feel like the ultimatum may come into place when both sides just don't want to make it work, and that's when it's just maybe call it quits. But if there's someone willing to at least try to develop the relationship or make it better, then I feel like an ultimatum wouldn't exist. I don't know.
I suppose when you wake up unhappy the next morning and you realise that maybe things need to be said. If you think that the relationship is the thing that's making you unhappy, you have to talk.
It could be like if they have a friend who's not a constructive friend, or like if there's like a bad person in their life and they kind of keep them around, and you're like, okay, like you need to move on from this friend, you need to be done with this friend, or I can't be around you anymore, or something like that.
I don't know. I guess maybe it's come to the point where you shouldn't be wasting each other's time and then move on. Maybe that's the right time, I guess, because time is precious anyway for everyone. I presume life is too short.
I think you can, it's hard to change a person, but you can, if you decide that you both want to be together, then you obviously need to compromise somehow. It's difficult to change a person. You just hope that perhaps you meet the right one to begin with. You don't need to change them then.
What is an ultimatum in a relationship? Is that point that you reach in a relationship that a decision has to be made. Okay, as you said, it's not the end of your relationship. It's not necessarily the end of your relationship. It can be, but the idea of an ultimatum is to give you an opportunity. Actually, is to offer a decision. Look, it's time for a decision. It's time for a decision. You know what is a decision? When you make a decision, you are renouncing something. Every time you make a decision, you are also renouncing something. You are also giving up on something. When you make a decision, tonight, as we said here before, tonight I'm gonna have pasta. So you're giving up on all the other options you had there, all the possibilities you had on your delivery apps, on your fridge, your cupboard. So you are making a decision. So you are giving up on all the other possibilities to stick to that option that you decided. So an ultimatum is to offer this crucial moment. Look, we have to make a decision about it. It's time for us to do something about this specific matter. But it's important for you to understand what is this. It's important for you to understand that we are not talking here, about little things. No, but things that they really matter. In a nutshell, an ultimatum is the effort to kill what is killing your relationship. That's it. An ultimatum is an effort to kill what is killing your relationship. That's why for you to reach this point, for you to get to that point of an ultimatum, you have to have a strong sense of boundary setting. You have to be ready, to set some boundaries in your relationship. And look, when you're talking about an ultimatum, this is not only, something that you impose to your partner. Because sometimes you have also to impose this ultimatum, to put this ultimatum, to whom? Yes, to yourself, for you. Yes, you have sometimes to say, look, I have to, to impose this ultimatum to myself. Yes, enough. I have to stop doing that. I don't have another option. That's the only option I have. I have to change. I have to stop lying. I have to stop, cheating on my spouse. I have to stop, doing what is wrong. I have to stop pornography. I have to stop, being, lazy in terms of things that I have to do. I have to stop neglecting the love therapy. You are making a decision. That's an ultimatum. You are making a decision to kill what is killing your relationship. An ultimatum can either signify the end or a fresh start. There are people that after, when they reach this point, the point to impose this ultimatum, that they have no other option. They have to finish, they have to end the relationship. But, those who are willing to change, those who are willing to live a new life, they will experience, a fresh start. Yes, they will take their relationship to another level. And if this is what you want for you want to take your relationship to another level. You want to make your marriage better. I'm not saying, about, I want my marriage to be like it was in the beginning. No. Trust me. You don't want that. You don't want your marriage to be like it was in the beginning. You know why? Because if your marriage now become what it was in the beginning, it means that very, very soon you're going to find yourself in the situation you are. Because everything that happened there, build up for you to be where you are right now. So you want your marriage to be in a different position, in a different situation. Why don't you fight for your love life in the right way, using the proper tools, being consistent in the love therapy, making the love therapy, something serious in your life. Yes, you who are complaining right now about your marriage, perhaps you don't even have the habit to be listening to this program. Perhaps that's the first time, in a while that you are listening to this program, or the first ever. I don't know. Because of a problem, because of a situation you are living in your relationship. You are tired, you are exhausted, you're thinking about separation, you're thinking about divorce, you're thinking that what is the point to be in this relationship? Look, trust me, dear friend, trust me. You who are married and you think, I don't think that this marriage is for me. Trust me. You are not tired of this marriage. You are tired of the problems that they are present in your marriage. The problems that exists in your marriage. You are not tired of this relationship, but you are tired of the problems you are living in this relationship. Marriage is not a problem. Because if it was a problem, just think with me now. What was the reason why you got married? Because you hated that person. You said, because I hate him so much, because I hate this guy so much, I'm going to marry him because I want to spend the rest of my life, with the person that I hate the most. Of course not. That was not the reason. So you are upset. You are tired. I understand that perhaps something that your spouse, your partner did to you that hurt you deeply, badly. But again, you are not tired of this relationship, but you are tired of the problems you are living right now. It's time for you to live a new chapter in your love life. It's time for you to invest in something that is solid, something that really will bring you the result you are expecting in your love life.
The Love Talk Show on Liberty Radio.